Welcome back. Having observed the implementation of the COVID-19 e-learning mandate, a concerned citizen is questioning why no mention has been made of the ECTEL Universal Service Fund to assist less fortunate families to gain access to the virtual world. He believes that the situation which has prevailed due to COVID-19 is of the magnitude for the use of such funds and has offered suggestions for its use. Shaka Wooding reports.
The COVID-19 pandemic forced the Ministry of Education to commence the third term utilizing digital online platforms, with students being taught from home. The immediate challenge for many less affluent families was the unavailability of technological devices such as smartphones or laptops in the household for the students to participate in the new education format. Kendall John, a concerned citizen, wrote a Facebook post regarding the Eastern Caribbean Telecommunications Authority, ECTEL, Universal Fund that generated a lot of response on social media.
I noticed on social media that there were a number of persons trying to raise funds, either to GoFundMe campaigns or other campaigns, to raise funds to purchase telecommunication devices for underprivileged children, for them to access e-learning. And it dawned on me that there's a fund called the Universal Service Fund in ECTEL that I believe could be accessed and utilized for the purchase of these devices. I mean, a number of people right now, I'm not even sure if you're going to have a job in the next 2 weeks or a month. I mean, we've been asked to donate funds, etc. And I appreciate and applaud the efforts to do so. But then again, when there's a Universal Service Fund which is supposed to provide some level of equity when it comes to access to telecommunication services, I really believe that could be explored.
His Facebook post, dated April 25th, noted that St. Lucia's ECTEL Universal Service Fund in 2014 was over $9 million. He further stated that NTRCs in other ECTEL member countries were already stepping to the plate to utilize their Universal Service Fund to help in this very difficult COVID-19 period.
Right now in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the NTRC over there has created an initiative where internet connection is provided to 680 households at the greatly subsidized cost of $10 a month.
He goes on to explain that the challenges of e-learning extend beyond underprivileged families.
Even regarding middle-income parents, I mean, right now it's a challenge because we have 2 or 3 children, school age. Both of them have to go into Google Class. Their schedules sometimes clash. There's one device. Sometimes the parent is working from home using that same laptop. I mean, there are a number of challenges that we have to consider. And I think, with possible access to that ECTEL fund through the NTRC, I think we might be able to solve some of these issues.
The NTRC, when approached, was unwilling to go into the details regarding the matter, but when pressed, they stated that they were working on a plan. Jacko Wooding, Hot 7 News.
In 2019, Antilia Brewing Company and Winwood and Leeward Brewery Limited, Dubola's bottling company, entered a strategic alliance with the goal of positioning St. Lucia as the leading island in the region for the development and production of beer. WLBL-DBC, a regional powerhouse in beer production, renowned especially for award-winning Petor beer, has teamed up with Antilia Brewing to prepare pasteurized canned craft beers suitable for the export market. This alliance was the result of a recommendation by Export St. Lucia that the craftiness of Antilia Brewing, along with the expertise of WLBL-DBC, would be a match made in beer heaven, and that it would be a combination that would result in a world-class product. Antilia Brewing's managing director, Andrew Hashi, stated that in addition to the wide distribution on island through WLBL-DBC's distribution channels, the company will be shipping initial orders of its beer lineup to Dominica and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Sample 4 packs will be sent to Trinidad, Guadeloupe, Antigua, Martinique, USA, and Canada in the coming weeks. The passion fruit ale is canned and ready to go, and the formidable IPA and the Naked Fisherman Weeper will be following suit in about 2 weeks. St. Lucia's Health Delegation participates in the first ever virtual World Health Assembly held this week. Fennell Neptune tells us more.
Health officials were granted the opportunity to participate in the 73rd World Health Assembly and commit to the fight against COVID-19. Minister for Health and Wellness, Senator the Honorable Mary Isaac, says she is elated that the virtual session allowed for the involvement of the health team and also the contribution towards the health agenda.
This year, to see that other members of staff at the Ministry of Health are being given this opportunity to experience what it is like at the World Health Assembly makes it very, very exciting for me. I can sit here with my staff and we are having discussions as, the sessions go on, as they call the different presenters. For me, that is such a big learning exercise and a learning process that it makes me feel very excited to be part of it all.
Senator the Honorable Mary Isaac says the virtual session definitely afforded them the platform to report on their progress in the fight against COVID-19 and also to acquire knowledge on ways to respond to the pandemic.
We are learning a lot about what other member states did to handle the whole COVID situation, as well as what they intend to do. So we ourselves can look at best practices that they are speaking of and see how we can put it vis-a-vis what we are doing in St. Lucia, what we have done, what we did, and what we are going to continue to do in St. Lucia.
Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Glensford Joseph, says he's extremely delighted to play a significant part in this process.
Having the World Health Assembly virtually this year gives us an opportunity to join with the Minister of Health, the Chief Medical Officer, to be part of such an important forum where they're discussing several issues that are so critical to the world. From this World Health Assembly, we will be leaving with great ideas that we can take back to our place of work, in our daily activities, that we can implement to make this world a better place.
The 73rd World Health Assembly is attended by delegations from all WHO member states and is convened virtually from May 18th to the 19th. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, I am Fennell Neptune.
This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Sports and weather are coming up after the break.